Akashwani presents Morning News. Good morning. I am Nishit Kumar. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to address Bharat Mobility Global Expo 2024 in New Delhi this afternoon. Senior JMM leader Champai Soren to be sworn in as the new Chief Minister of Jharkhand today. ED issues fifth summons to Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal in connection with excise policy scam. President Droupadi Murmu to inaugurate 37th Surajkund International Crafts Mela in Faridabad, Haryana today. Fourth Khelo India Winter Games to begin today in Leh, Ladakh. And in cricket, the second test between India and England to begin in Visakhapatnam this morning. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will address Bharat Mobility Global Expo 2024 at Bharat Mandapam in New Delhi today. Bharat Mobility Global Expo 2024 is set to showcase India's capabilities across the entire mobility and automotive value chains. The expo will feature exhibitions, conferences, buyer-seller meets, state sessions, road safety pavilion, and also public-centric attractions like go-karting. With over 800 exhibitors from more than 50 countries, the expo will highlight cutting-edge technologies, sustained solutions, and breakthroughs in mobility. The expo will feature participation from over 28 vehicle manufacturers. About 1,000 brands from over 13 global markets will showcase their complete range of products, technologies, and services at the event. Along with the exhibition and conferences, Bharat Mobility Expo will also feature state sessions for states to showcase regional contributions and initiatives to enable collaboration at both national and regional levels. Senior JMM leader Champai Soren will be sworn in as the new Chief Minister of Jharkhand today. Champai Soren became the new leader of the JMM Legislative Party after Hemant Soren resigned on Wednesday night as the Chief Minister of the ED questioned him in a money laundering case. The ruling JMM Congress RJD Alliance of Jharkhand has 47 MLAs in the 81-member House, where the majority mark is 41. Currently, 43 MLAs are backing Champai Soren. We have more from our correspondent.
The new Chief Minister designate Champai Soren will today take oath as the 12th Chief Minister of Jharkhand at around 12 noon in the Governor House. Mr. Soren will have to prove his majority within 10 days. Governor C.P. Radhakrishnan has invited Champai Soren, leader of the Legislature Alliance, yesterday late night for the formation of a new government in the state. With the oath-taking ceremony, the political turmoil in the state will come to an end. Jharkhand remained without a Chief Minister for more than 24 hours. Shilpi, Akashwani News, Ranchi.
The Enforcement Directorate ED has issued fifth summons to Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal in connection with Delhi liquor policy scam. The ED has asked Mr. Kejriwal to appear before the probe agency today. He missed all earlier summons by the ED in the case. The ED had issued fourth summons to Delhi CM on the 13th of last month, asking him to appear on the 18th of January, which is skipped. Both houses of parliament are scheduled to take up discussion on the motion of thanks on President Droupadi Murmu's address to the joint sitting of the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha today. The president had addressed the joint sitting of both the houses on Wednesday. The Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha are also scheduled to take up the private members' legislative business today. Our correspondent reports that the ongoing interim budget session will mainly be devoted to the financial business relating to interim union budget, which was presented yesterday, and discussion on the motion of thanks on the president's address. Besides, the supplementary demands for the grants for the year 2023-24 will also be discussed and voted. The discussion on interim budget of the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir for 2024-25, along with supplementary demands for grants for the financial year 2023-24, will also be taken up during this session and voted. Telangana and Andhra Pradesh states have agreed to hand over management of the two common projects, Srisailam and Nagarjuna Sagar, to the Krishna River Management Board, KRMB. In a crucial meeting held in Hyderabad, the engineers-in-chief of both the states agreed to hand over the projects to KRMB. With this, the long-pending issues of management of the common projects have been resolved. However, the two Telugu states disagreed on the management of the hydroelectric projects. Speaking to the media after the meeting, Engineer-in-Chief of Telangana, C. Muralidhar, said Telangana agreed to hand over the operation of common projects to KRMB. He said, however, no decision was taken on the operation of the hydroelectric projects, and for time being, Telangana will look after Nagarjuna Sagar and AP will look after Sri Sailam. He pointed out that Telangana government enlisted its concerns to the Jala Shakti Ministry and was waiting for their reply. This is Akashwani giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. Welcome back. President Droupadi Murmu will inaugurate the 37th Surajkund International Crafts Mela 2024 in Faridabad, Haryana today. The fair will showcase richness and diversity of the handicrafts, handlooms and the cultural heritage of India. Around 50 countries will participate in the Mela. These countries include Ethiopia, Ghana, Kenya, Namibia, Nigeria, Uganda, Zimbabwe, Mauritius, Myanmar, Nepal, Russia, Sri Lanka, among others. It will remain open for public till the 18th of this month. Tanzania will participate as the partner nation in the Craft Mela. Gujarat is the theme state, which is showcasing its unique culture and rich heritage through various art forms and handicrafts from the region. The visitors can visit the fair from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. The Surajkund Mela Authority will provide 50% rebate on the entry tickets to the differently able persons, senior citizens and serving defense personnel and ex-servicemen. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will lay the foundation stone of Shri Kalki Dham on the 19th of February. In a social media post, the Prime Minister thanked Sri Acharya Pramod Krishnam for inviting him to lay the foundation stone of Shri Kalki Dham. On World Wetlands Day, an international conference has been organized in Indore today. Chief Minister Dr. Mohan Yadav will be present as the chief guest and the Union Minister of State for Environment Ashwini Chaubey as special guest in this program organized at Sirpur Pond, the Ramsar site of Indore. Dr. Masunda Mumba, Secretary General of Ramsar Convention and Wetlands, will also be present on this occasion. We have more from our correspondent.
The program is being organized jointly by the Union Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Madhya Pradesh State Wetland Authority and Municipal Corporation Indore on World Wetlands Day today. More than 200 experts including officials, scientists and managers of 80 Ramsar sites of the country are participating in the program. The number of ponds in Madhya Pradesh is more than 15,000. Many measures are being taken by the state government for the conservation of ponds. Due to this, the number of Ramsar sites has increased from 1 to 4 in just 2 years. Apart from this, Bhopal and Indore is among the 3 cities of the country which are moving towards getting recognition as Ramsar Wetland City. With Manindra Dubey from Indore, Sanjeev Sharma, Akashwani News, Bhopal.
In Uttarakhand, more than 2 million individuals have actively engaged in events conducted as part of the Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra. This initiative aims to provide information about the public welfare schemes of both the central and the state governments to people in rural and urban areas of the state. We have a report.
People actively engage in the Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra, gaining insights into initiatives such as Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, PM Ujjwala Yojana and various public welfare schemes. So far, more than 18,29,000 people in the rural areas and over 1,84,000 people in urban areas have participated in the programs held at various locations across the state. According to the government data, over 21,000 people have registered for the Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, while more than 37,000 people have registered to avail themselves for the benefits of Suraksha Bima and other schemes. Simultaneously, health camps organized during this period witnessed the testing of over 2 lakh people for TB and health checkups were conducted for 4 lakh individuals. Sanjeev Sundaryal, Akashwani News, Dehradun.
External Affairs Ministry has expressed concern over the deteriorating situation in Myanmar and said it has direct implications for India. Briefing media in New Delhi, Ministry spokesperson Randhir Jaiswal, India has been long advocating for complete cessation of violence and Myanmar's transition towards inclusive federal democracy. He said New Delhi wants an early resolution of the issue through constructive dialogue and return of peace and stability in the country.
We are concerned with the deteriorating situation in Myanmar which has direct implications for us. As a neighboring country and friend of Myanmar, India has been long advocating for complete cessation of violence and Myanmar's transition towards inclusive federal democracy. We want an early resolution of the issue through constructive dialogue and return of peace and stability in the country.
Replying to a query on India-US drone deal, Mr. Jaiswal said this particular matter relates to the US side. He added that US has its internal processes in place and India is respectful of that. On video of Indian grazers confronting the Chinese PLA near India-China border in Ladakh, Mr. Jaiswal said people of both the countries are well aware of their areas of grazing and there is a mechanism to deal with it. The India Meteorological Department IMD has forecast dense fog conditions is likely to continue in isolated pockets over Punjab, Haryana, Chandigarh, Delhi and Uttar Pradesh during some days of the week. The IMD said another western disturbance is likely to affect northwest India from tomorrow. Under its influence, light to moderate rainfall and snowfall is very likely over Jammu, Kashmir, Ladakh, Gilgit, Baltistan, Muzaffarabad, Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand till the 5th of this month. Several trains are running late due to foggy conditions observed in many parts of the country. According to Indian Railways, around 23 passenger trains to Delhi were running behind schedule by an hour to 6 hours today. These trains include Hyderabad New Delhi Express, Jammu Tawi Ajmer Islampur, New Delhi Express, New Delhi Central Mumbai Rajdhani, among others. The fourth Khelo India Winter Games will start today at Leh in Ladakh. Union Minister Nishit Pramanik will inaugurate the 5-day-long event. This edition is being hosted jointly by the Union Territories of Ladakh and Jammu and Kashmir in two parts. The first part of this edition is being hosted by Ladakh at Leh. 600 athletes from 15 states and union territories are participating in two sporting events, namely ice hockey and ice speed skating games. In ice hockey, 4 women teams and 8 men teams are taking part. The second part of the game is scheduled from the 21st to the 25th of this month in Kashmir Valley. Indian men's cricket team will take on England in the second test match in Visakhapatnam today. The match will begin at 9:30 a.m. England has already gained a lead of 1-0 in the 5-match series, defeating hosts India by 28 runs in the first match. England's Ollie Pope played a magnificent innings of 196 runs, destroying Indian bowling attack. And India will face Nepal in the Super 6 match of the ICC Under-19 Cricket World Cup 2024 at Bloemfontein in South Africa today. The match will begin at 1:30 p.m. IST. India defeated New Zealand by 214 runs in their last game, while the opponent, Nepal, faced a major defeat from Bangladesh. India will secure a spot in the semi-finals if they manage to defeat Nepal in today's match. And now for a look at today's newspapers, it's over to Subhadra Ramachandran.
Thank you, Nishit. Finance Minister shuns populism, vows more reforms, growth in next 5 years, no tax rate change in the budget presentation is covered widely by leading dailies. Government will withdraw as many as 1.1 crore disputed tax demands totaling 3,500 crore rupees for the 5-year period till 2014-15 under a budget reprieve for small taxpayers, says a report in the Times of India. Uncertainty in Jharkhand ends. Champai Soren is now CM designate, headlines the Indian Express. Hindu prayers held at Gyan Vapi Sela, Muslim side goes to court is the top story in Hindustan Times. EU agrees on $54 billion aid package for Ukraine despite Hungary veto threat, says the Asian Aid. Paytm Bank to pause lending, impact on EBITDA, maybe up to 500 crore rupees is the front page story in Business Line. And finally, showers may return to capital on weekend after a day's break, according to a report in the Times of India. With that, it's back to you, Nishit.
Thank you, Subhadra. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to address Bharat Mobility Global Expo 2024 in New Delhi this afternoon. Senior JMM leader Champai Soren to be sworn in as the new Chief Minister of Jharkhand today. ED issues 5th summons to Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal in connection with excise policy scam. President Droupadi Murmu to inaugurate 37 Surajkund International Crafts Mela in Faridabad, Haryana today. 4th Khelo India Winter Games to begin today in Leh, Ladakh. And in cricket, the second test between India and England to begin in Visakhapatnam this morning. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website newsonair.gov.in and News on AIR app. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.
आकाशवाणी से पेश है खबरनामा।